Hi, this is Junebug from the Garden of Rest. I've worked on this property for about 6 years, planting fruit trees, amending the soil, creating multiple gardens. And in this 7th year, I'm going to take a much needed rest to get rejuvenated, and also I'll spend the time sharing with you what I've learned. So I used to be pretty intimidated by gardening, but I had a neighbor who was a landscape architect, and she said, if you put something in the wrong place or you don't like it, you can just move it. And that was really freeing to me. And so I started gardening and moving things around. And when we moved to this area, there was already a big garden, and it was kind of the farthest corner of our land. And it was on the other side of the barn. And I did use it because it had fencing and it was full of weeds, but I amended the soil and got it set up. So the last 6 years I've been using it. But I don't really like the location. And so I think I'm going to change my main garden to another area, and that's what we'll be working on today. So I think what I'm going to do is have my garden be in this area next year. Right now it's kind of a blank slate. I've got an apple tree, a dog, an almond tree, and then just grass and weeds. We do have some problems with deer, so we have a 6-foot fence in the back, so that should be good. And then in the front, it's a lot lower, but the dogs hang out over there, so I'm thinking they can chase away the deer. We're going to use this old hose to help us visualize the garden. So we're going to do a garden area bordered by apple trees and the almond tree, and also I have a trifoliate orange. And we're going to map out an area about 35 feet by 35 feet. Now we'll measure the area. As we measure, we'll plug our numbers into the template. Now we need to make note of any permanent plantings or architectural features like entrances, fences, the chicken coop, etc. So now it's time to rest. So I've been gardening on this land for about 6 years now, and I do think I've learned a lot. I've tried a lot of different methods, and I've had a lot of failures, had a lot of successes. It's been a lot of work, and so I'm thankful for this year of rest to get rejuvenated. But I'm also really looking forward to gardening again next year. So the remote just fell in the creek a second ago, trying to play it cool, you know? But I almost lost it. I mean, the remote, not my temper. So I like to sit down here and just spend time with God and talk to Him and sing and just be in peace, because it's so peaceful down here. The Virginia bluebells are just starting to bloom. You probably can't see them. It's kind of a subtle color, but it carpets the whole other side. And then some on this side too, which we'll see if we can find any close-ups. It's just such a beautiful time of year. And with 4 kids, sometimes I just need to come down here and sit and be quiet, because there's always things that I could be doing, and there's always noise. And sometimes I just need to be still and know that He is God. And rest in Him and His promises, and know that He is good, and that He works all things for the good of those who love Him. Blah, 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 blah.